When I woke up, the first thing I wanted to check was the weather. Phew! Thank God the sandstorm is gone. As much it was exciting and thrilling for me to experience the sandstorm yesterday, I'm glad we get to continue our journey as planned. Besides, I had eaten enough sand to last me a lifetime. Morning, it's Nataliedrewy. Welcome to my channel. This is the last episode of my QingGan travel series, and today we are going to continue our exploration along the Silk Road. For more of my future explorations of China, Hong Kong, and other places around the world, please like and subscribe. Yumen Pass, built in the Western Han Dynasty, is one of the two passes to the western regions in ancient China and the only gateway for the North Silk Road route. It is the best preserved pass on the former trade route, which was listed as a UNESCO cultural site with related Silk Road sections in 2014.
Randomly pick one and I'll practice my Chinese. 关山月，李白。明月出天山，苍茫云海间。长风几万里，吹渡玉门关。
The Yumen Pass, also called Jade Gate Pass, was a key strategic pass along the western Hexi corridor during the Han Dynasty. It earned its name due to its role in the trading of jade from the western regions. Located in the south of Shule River and northwest desert of downtown Dunhuang, Yumen Pass used to be a boundary of central China and the western regions more than 2,000 years ago, and played the same significant role on the Silk Road as the Yangguan Pass did. The ruins are recognized as some of the best preserved and most complete UNESCO cultural sites on the Silk Road. When first built, they played a major role in the region's traffic management system and the Great Wall defense system of the Han Dynasty. Broadly speaking, the Yumen Pass currently comprises of several historic sites, like Small Fangpan Castle, Big Fangpan Castle, the Great Wall of the Han Dynasty, and the Beacon Towers, but in the narrow sense, the Yumen Pass merely refers to the fortress site.
This wall behind me is also the Great Wall, but it's different to the Great Wall in Beijing, China. This Great Wall was built during the Han Dynasty, and the Great Wall in Beijing is different because it was built during the Ming Dynasty. So,
Located about 180 kilometers northwest of Dunhuang City, Yadan National Geological Park occupies an area of about 398 square kilometers. Dunhuang Yadan National Geological Park, also referred as Yadan Devil City because of the bleak desert and ghostly sounds, presents an astonishing scene of Yadan landform. If you are interested in natural landscape or have a yearning for adventure, then this is the place for you. The Yadan's natural formations of eroded rocks make for a spectacular landscape reminiscent of scenes from Star Wars or Mad Max. A golden line greeting is a product of Yadan's natural erosion. With the interaction of water pressure, strong wind, and earth movement, the ground and rocks were eroded and ground into small pieces. Eventually, the shape of a lion was formed out of the rock, which seems to greet guests from far afield. A sphinx is the second attraction made by nature's intricate sculpting efforts. Seen from afar, you will observe a huge rock resembling a crouching lion with a face of a human being. Special note, there is poor phone signal in the region and traveling by tour bus is mandated. There are 4 main sites in the park: The tour bus takes you to each one, and there is a fixed time to watch the stunning views and take photos. The peacock is the outstanding structure in the third site. The whole shape looks like a peacock stretching his tail to show his pride and beauty. Also sculpted by weather and rain erosion, it is an incredible wonder.
That looks like a sword.
Yeah.
There.
The Armada is the last and furthest attraction. The structure truly looks like a fleet of ships floating in the boundless desert, which seems like the Great Sea. It is the most spectacular, and you will be particularly impressed by the imposing scene. Walking among the ship fleets, you cannot but marvel at the uncanny workmanship of nature. You must have heard of or perhaps already visited the Great Wall of China, a walkable defensive wall of more than 8,000 kilometers which is connected by hundreds of passes. Well, the Jiayu Pass is the oldest and most legendary pass among all the passes along the Great Wall. It is also a World Heritage UNESCO site. Jiayu Pass used to be the starting point of the ancient Great Wall built during the Ming Dynasty. It was the most important military defense project guarding the far northwestern area of China because of its strategic location at the narrowest point of the western section of the Hexi corridor, which had been a vital defensive frontier since the Han Dynasty. After the Jiayu Pass was constructed, the army of the Ming Dynasty used it to protect inner China from the invasion of nomadic tribes. At the same time, the Jiayu also played a role as a key waypoint of the ancient Silk Road. Foreign travelers and traders came from Europe, Middle Asia, and entered the Chinese hinterland.
This is one of the inner city defenses.
During the early period after the establishment of the Ming Dynasty, the remnant armies of the Yuan Empire and Turpan constantly invaded the Hexi corridor area. The general Feng Sheng was ordered to construct a defensive pass. He chose the Jiayu Mountain as the final site because it was easy to hold and hard to overcome. The construction started in 1372 and was completed quickly as a first stage project which consisted of several ramparts surrounded by some barracks. The subsequent construction took 168 years to complete and finally became the western starting point of the Great Wall of the Ming Dynasty. Even though the walls and towers were partly damaged by natural infestation and wars, the Jiayu Pass is still the most intact surviving ancient military building. Several restorations had been conducted to protect the civil engineering structure of its fort, towers, and walls, but travelers can still see much of its original facade. Jiayu Pass is a strong and immense military pass which covers more than 33,529 square meters and consists of an inner and outer city and a moat. On the Hexi corridor, about 1 hour's drive from Zhangye city, there's this vast out-of-a-fairy-tale area covering an area of 50 square miles called seven-colored Danxia landform, and it's also regarded as one of the top 10 miraculous geographical wonders of the world. In 2009, Zhangye Danxia Landform Geographical Park, Zhangye Danxia 国家地质公园, Zhangye Danxia Landform Geopark, as it became known for short, was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Zhangye Danxia Landform Geopark is famous for its spectacularly colorful mountain range of rock formations, with mixed colors of red, yellow, blue, white, and green. It took more than 24 million years of mineral deposits to form the layers. As time passed, these weighty rock layers were condensed into mountains, and then a slight and slow ripple from the impact between Indo-Australian and Eurasian continental shelves wrinkled the mountains into some incredible ridge formations. At the same time, wind, rain, sunlight, and time sculpted the mountains extraordinary shapes with different colors, patterns, and sizes, towers, palaces, pillars, and ravines. There are 3 gates at Zhangye Danxia Landform Geopark, namely West Gate, North Gate, and East Gate. West Gate is the most frequently used gate for entering. The rock formations can be viewed by various viewing points. You can get to platforms 1 to 5 with your ticket. If you would like to visit more platforms from 6 to 9, you need to purchase another ticket for in-depth exploration. The number 2 platform is located in a flat area where you can get a closer look at the Danxia landform, a bold mountain range without any plants but flaunting the long and colorful wrinkles of the mountains. The biggest highlight here is presented right in front of your eyes. The largest Danxia mountain range in the park, stretching for miles with sharp and vibrant colors. You have to hike up several hundred meters of stone steps to reach number 4 platform. Here is the best location for enjoying the sunset. During the late afternoon, the golden sunset sprays light over the Danxia mountains, creating a stunning scene. This platform is relatively narrow, so you'd better get there early to get a good position.
Right now we're at the 4th stop. These are long road trips, and sometimes we don't even have time to stop and get lunch or dinner, so it's best to get some quick food or pack some snacks or take away and eat it in the car.
Looking back at my 9 days of exploration in the northwest of China after traveling for over 3,000 miles and covering dozens of places across 2 provinces, I must say, this trip had really opened my eyes and broadened my horizons. I have encountered so many firsts during this trip. My first time to see so many beautiful salt lakes, first time to ride a camel, to experience a sandstorm and a hailstorm. The list goes on and on and on. I do not dread long distance travel anymore, and I'm ready for more challenges. In fact, I am about to start another adventure in China, so have a guess which place I'm headed to next. Please like and subscribe so that you can find out. Until then, ta-ta!